which is an epidemic proportions. We're losing people through mental health on a daily basis. As Denise Welsh rightly said on national TV yesterday, the figures for suicide exceeded the death of this pandemic, which forces us to be holding these hearings behind closed doors. I question whether the coroner, being a person who is involved in the management of running of a school which itself has faced many problems, and that's in the public domain, was possibly the right person to be asked a question on bullying. He's heard evidence of physical assault resulting in hospital treatment, verbal assault, online bullying, and anal penetration, which was clearly found to have not been investigated in the right way and the right policy. These schools can write the best policies in the world. If they're not going to put them into practice, they're just not worth the paper they're written on. Every child today with a neurological development disorder or a victim of bullying has been let down badly. And it won't end here. This fight will carry on, because one thing that did happen during the days we sat in there, we heard contradiction after contradiction on what actually happened. Two teachers that were with Bradley before he died, in the lesson before he died, gave evidence in direct contrast to what the CCTV recorded. And I'm not talking about the time lapse. I'm talking of one giving 13 minutes and one giving 16 minutes of conflicting evidence to what we know was fact. And I'm shocked that he didn't go that stage further. Danielle was the first person on the scene. She should never have been the first person to find him. She tried to save him. She tried very hard. What she saw is etched in her brain forever. And she recalls that Bradley hung himself with a strap he did not have with him going into school. No questions have been asked about where this strap came from and who it belonged to. He hung himself from a strap, not high enough to suspend himself off the ground. He had all his legs out in front of him and bend his knees to be able to take his life. That is not suicide. If it's not suicide, can someone please, someone who may have a better understanding of the English language, please tell me what is? Bradley was driven to his death. It was proved beyond any doubt Bradley was leaving school in 6 weeks. He wanted to get out of that. We did not agree at all with the way things were being dealt with in that school. A lot of people, family, friends, professional people, all identified that Bradley was being bullied, yet the coroner couldn't bring himself to underline the fact he didn't do it. Bullying. We could dress it up, we could change the words. I went in there. I'm not a legal representative. I'm his father, and I knew him better than anyone, believe me. And I went in there and I spoke the truth. Unfortunately, some people don't like to hear the truth. We're Andrew Fawkes, Edward Ramsey, some of the highest paid barristers going in there, taking an obscene amount of money to try and justify and whitewash St. John Lloyd School and their failings. Maybe today we've identified youth mental health. Possibly they could donate their fee towards the NHS Children's Mental Health Service. I went there for nothing. I just gave a piece of my heart. Maybe they could donate their fee.
Well done, Byron. See if I can turn this camera around now so I can speak. I can't speak.